Lori has an interview with two of the lead stars of the hit Broadway show, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. We have Harry Potter himself and his son, Steve Haggard and Joel Meyers, will be here.
They are the lead actors of the award-winning Broadway play, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I'd like to welcome Steve Haggard and Joel Meyers to Sidewalks Entertainment. Hi, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having us.
So, Steve, from learning of this play to auditions and casting, how did you become a part of the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child? And how familiar were you with the Harry Potter stories before taking on this role?
That's a good question. I auditioned in Chicago, as I heard they were holding auditions, and so I was so excited because I was such a big fan of Harry Potter. And I got picked to do it, and it's been a dream, to be honest, because I was such a fan of the books and the movies. I watched the movies every year as part of a Halloween ritual. So then to be able to be a part of it and to be a wizard every day, the most famous wizard, is kind of a dream for me.
So of the books, which is your personal favorite?
Me, Goblet of Fire.
Nice. And what about you, Joel? Which one's your personal favorite of the books?
I think Deathly Hallows, the last.
It's great.
That's the one I remember when it came out.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
So Deathly Hallows, the first book or the second one? Because there's two parts to it, isn't it? Yeah, there is.
One book, two movies.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it was. I get it mixed up sometimes. It was such a great story. Actually, I think my personal favorite was Half-Blood Prince.
Oh.
Which was, that was a really good one too. But I like the ones that you guys chose.
They're all great, you know.
Yeah, they're all great. So, Joel, you're Albus Potter. What was your experience like getting casted for Albus Potter? And I mean, you did say you're a big fan of the books and the films. So how did that kind of inspire the way you built your character?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up right in the generation where the last books were coming out and the movies were coming out. So I saw the movies in theaters, and Harry Potter's been such a huge part of my life since I can remember. I think my earliest memory is going to see the first movie and being scared because I was like 4 years old, but maybe a little too young, but that's okay. No, I mean, like Steve, there was an open call and I went to the audition and I remember, thinking to myself, it's a big open call. And, and I sort of was going to scroll past it. My girlfriend was like, wait, it's Harry. Like, you have to submit for Harry Potter just to say you submitted for Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And, here we are 9 months later. It's been great. I think playing Albus is a character we only see very briefly at the end of Deathly Hallows. We don't know much about him. The play picks up right where that book leaves off. And it's really fun for me coming into the story as kind of a new character, getting to share the stage with Harry, Ron, Hermione, Draco, Ginny, all these characters who I know so well and love, and explore the wizarding world with the audience, because that's what this young generation of witches and wizards gets to do, is we get to, live the world as the audience discovers it.
But I'm sorry, I have to throw in, that is so awesome that this is what you do for a living, is you are a wizard. Both of you guys. Just like,
so cool.
Oh my gosh. So like when you go to the actual world of Harry Potter, like, oh, this place again? It's like a normal thing for you guys.
Diagon Alley.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, oh, been there, done that. Steve, in the films and book series, your character Harry Potter was a child, an adolescent. And then in Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, it takes place 19 years later. What's it like to play Harry Potter as an adult and a parent? And did you ever read the books during the duration of the play?
Yeah, it's interesting because I think often when you do a play, you don't get the chance to have such a rich backstory already written for you. So I reread through them because this play and Harry as an adult is trying to sift through what it means to be a father and deal with a lot of that traumatic stuff that happened in his childhood and how to sort of process that and be a better father to his son and find his son, chasing his son through time.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's an honor and it's also a responsibility, I think, because I know my connection to this character in these stories. And so the audience coming in with this relationship with these characters, I think you have a real responsibility to do them justice and be honest.
And Joel, so you're Albus, you're Harry Potter's son. What was your experience like playing the role of Albus Potter? And what do you enjoy most about this character and this story?
Oh man, I mean, to me, Albus and Harry are very similar. I think, we all love the Harry Potter we know from the books because he leads with his heart. He's always trying to do the right thing, but doesn't always know what the right thing is and has to find his way. And Albus is exactly the same way. And that's, I think, why Harry and Albus sort of have this tension at the beginning of the play, because they're so alike and they both, want to sort of have their own place. Albus wants to have his own place in the world, trying to get out from under his dad's shadow. It's hard to be the son of the most famous wizard in the world.
Yeah.
Especially when you're very headstrong and you want to have your own corner of it. But it's such a magical journey in playing Albus every night. It's, like I said, it's so fun to share this new character with the audience every night. And it's a marathon, but we have more magic per minute than any other show. And so just to be a part of that, this amazing stagecraft is so much fun too.
So Harry Potter and the Cursed Child has broken records as the best-selling non-musical play in Broadway history. So 10, 15 years from now, when you look back on being a part of this production, what do you think you'll remember most about this experience?
Oh, wow. Oh, man. What a great question. I think, for me, I think it's the magic. It's the being on stage and forgetting that I'm not a wizard is incredible. Like, I actually just did that spell.
Yeah.
But also it's the connections with the people and the audiences and my fellow castmates and the team of people backstage who do the show. We really are a family.
Yeah. You have to be. I mean, it's such an intense production from start to finish that there's so many. I mean, what you see on stage is just half of what has to happen to make the magic happen.
Yeah.
And it's so, I think also just like sharing it with the audiences every night. We go out to the stage door and people are in their wizarding robes and they have their wands and they're so excited to be in the wizarding world with us. And that's really special to be a part of, because I would feel the same way on the other side. It's like people are excited to see us and we're just as excited to see them. That's so special.
And I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm really trying to hold in my excitement. So, so one last question before we wrap. The special effects of the show is just amazing. What is your personal favorite of the special effects that go throughout the play?
For me, it's the Dementors.
Yes.
You get to see the Dementors appear out of nowhere and come at you, and it is It is spectacular.
It is great, yeah.
It still gives me chills.
I love doing the time turning in the show.
Nice.
We will not spoil any of the magic. You have to come see it to believe it, but it's
Yep.
in fact every night that when we do it, we get the from the audience.
All the same time.
It's we look forward to that every night, and
That's awesome.
it's special to have their reaction live in the space with you.
Well, both of you are just fantastic. Sadly, we are out of time, but thank you so much for taking time to speak with me today.
Thanks for
Thank
talking
you,
to us.
yeah.
You guys take care. Bye.
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 For more full-length celebrity interviews, visit us at sidewalkstv.com, our YouTube channel, and don't forget to follow us on social media.